Conrad here at MB Motors. So you join me today in our fresh in the stock Tesla Model 3 Performance. Now Malcolm's done a few videos recently regarding some electric vehicles, and arguably this is probably one of the best ones you can have. Model 3 Performance, so what that means is staggering performance in a family hatchback with still practical range. So this vehicle is going to get around 300 miles of range per charge, which I know would cover me for a week's use fairly comfortably, maybe with the odd top up in between, depending on if I'm doing extra running around at the weekends or possibly during the evening. Even then, it's more than enough for normal use. What you do get with the car is a plethora of additional kit. So you have all of these funky designs, massive iPad sort of display. Everything's really nice and intuitive once you sort of get used to the whole thing of it there. So you can adjust mirrors, adjust your wiper cycle, your steering, you can adjust your steering weight, you can set that for light use if you're doing a bit more city driving, heavy use if you're doing a bit more long range, sort of motorway stuff gives you a little bit more feedback. You can adjust the temperature of the seats, all sorts of stuff, autopilot features, you name it, this vehicle has it. Nice big head-up display, or sorry, the screen there with your sat-nav readout, everything else. Aside from that, there's not really much else in the cabin, folks. Simple steering wheel, 2 stalks, and a nice big panoramic sunroof there. Just really airy, really bright, and just feels a bit more relaxed to drive around in compared with sort of your normal ICE vehicles. So let me talk to you just briefly about the driving of the vehicle. It's very, very simple. Much like any other sort of traditional automatic car, into drive and away you go. This one's slightly different though. Being electric and also having around 400 brake horsepower on tap, you can prod the accelerator and perform overtakes, or moving out of junctions or whatever else with extreme ease. Another benefit is 4-wheel drive. So because the vehicle's equipped with 4-wheel drive, it's a lot more planted in the road, and you can get all of that power down as and when you need it. It's also got better traction in constant sort of grim weather we have in as well. It just works. So even with all this power on tap and performance, with great power comes great responsibility. It's a wee Spider-Man line for you. Basically, there's so much tech in this car here. So we have regenerative braking, we have adaptive cruise control, there's even autopilot with the car. Comes up on display here where it picks up all the vehicles at the side of the road. We've got vehicles parked to the side there, it's picking those up, it's picking anything that's up ahead and passing us even on the opposite side of the road. So you're always being informed. As you can see, even whenever we're indicating here, I'll do that again as we come up to this next junction. We have a blind spot camera there as well. Just that extra bit of safety that's into the vehicle that allows you to perform a safer manoeuvre. So just pull up to the junction here. Make sure it's all okay to move. To the side of us is all nice and clear. Pull out and away we go. Again, it's just those extra bits and pieces that really make the thing a lot better to drive. Just all those wee extra things that just help. Again, this vehicle is very practical as well. So not only because it's an electric vehicle, all the batteries are low down, gives us a nice low centre of gravity, which helps the handling and performance of the vehicle. It also means, because there's no engine and other bits and pieces, we have a front trunk and a nice boot space as well. There's lots of cubby holes and storage, massive storage pocket here, and underneath here too we have little connections and bits and pieces. Lots of areas in the door pockets too to store all your sort of gubbins and stuff there too. And then underneath here you have a little bit more storage there as well in the back also. Seats are very comfortable and quite tall, quite broad, as I'm sure you can see, and I sit here very, very comfortably indeed. There has been questions and queries over the ride of the vehicle. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's very composed and much suited to the vehicle. Don't feel any weird knocks or bangs. It's all very smooth and very quiet as well. Just stopped at the side of the road here quickly just to show you the external of the vehicle. So I think they're quite a nice looking car. They look really well in black too. Nice big 20-inch performance wheels massive brakes in behind there. So again, well suited for the performance of the vehicle. So you're going to have massive stopping power as well as massive performance. The vehicle will do 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds, so it does require that. It can reach a top speed of 163 miles an hour, although I wouldn't suggest we do that on the main roads, of course. But again, this is why it's called the Performance. All in all, it's a really well sorted family hatchback with all the practicality you could need, and it works for all situations. The range isn't really an issue, the performance isn't an issue, the running costs aren't even an issue. You can set these from a home charger to charge overnight on a nice low rate tariff at your home too, further saving you costs as well. Around £10 will give it a full charge overnight, and again that's £10 for 300 miles of range. Again, all depending on your driving style, but the vehicles can do that. I've known people who have had these and they've been very impressed with them. Again, look, fantastic bit of kit, ideal for families, it's well suited. Come on down to MB Motors and we'll see what we can do for you.